Hi, I'm Andy Isley with Scalability Experts, and I'm a Senior Practice Manager for the BI group. Been doing BI for about 12 to 15 years now, helping customers get more from their data, make decisions with their data so that they're more profitable, especially with the economy the way it has been in the last few years. We've been able to see the businesses that have the best BI use their BI, be able to take advantage of it so that they're maintaining their profitability, and no matter what kind of business they have. I want to talk to you today about the features that my architects and I have been out in the field and working with the customers of identifying what's important to them. It's about maintaining your data, making sure your data is cleansed. It's about rapid data exploration. If you can't get to the data fast, you're not going to be able to make the decisions that you need quick enough. It's about being able to enable your end users for having the ability to do their own self-service BI. Rapid data exploration. What does that really mean? All right, for most people, they're most comfortable in using Excel. Excel is the main interface in which everyone wants to access their data and their visualizations. Now, Microsoft has actually taken that to a whole new level and given them PowerPivot. Now, PowerPivot actually isn't anything new to 2012. However, PowerPivot has a lot of new features that have come about that's going to really enable the end user. One of the biggest complaints we ever had with the first version of PowerPivot was, hey, this is great, but I have no hierarchies that I can actually use. The users were used to using the classical version of analysis services where hierarchies were the king. That was the way they were able to drill down in their data and be able to get the information they needed when they needed it. Well, now PowerPivot actually has that. It gives you that ability to have hierarchies. They've added lots of extra new features and new functions to be able to give you distinct counts that no one's been able to do today. And if you could do it, it was very difficult and it required IT to help you. But now, self-service BI is about the end user. It's about Excel. It's about getting in there and gaining that information. Another feature that I want to talk about from Microsoft, which is PowerView. PowerView is now in the capability of diving into this Vertipack PowerPivot cube and giving you new features and new enhancements to the visualizations that you haven't had access to. It's built off of Silverlight, which gives you an enhanced user interface over the internet. It gives you the ability to ad hoc that you couldn't do before except within Excel. Now that really opens the world to BI for everyone. And it allows you to publish your BI out to the end users through SharePoint, through the web, and give them the ad hoc ability and sharing ability that you need in an organization. So the second topic we want to talk about is managing the self-service BI. Now the IT industry needs to be, they've always been a little bit nervous about giving the capability to an end user and being able to say, here, go for it. Here's your BI, you design it, you develop it. Well, IT, I want to go ahead and tell you that it's not so bad anymore, okay? It's actually really great. The end users can create these BI tools, go into Excel, create their PowerPivots, and then the IT industry or IT group can actually monitor and manage this via SharePoint. See who's using what and where they're actually using it. Then what you need to do is pull this back into managing it from an actual server perspective. If you will, bring it back to the cloud, your private BI cloud. Now, how do you do this? Well, in the previous versions of SQL Server, you'd actually bring the IT in, they'd analyze the information, then they would recreate this data. Recreate the cubes. Well, SQL Server 2012 actually has made this much, much easier. And now it's as simple as taking that Excel spreadsheet. Yes, I said take the Excel spreadsheet and restore it to the server. Yes, you heard me right. It's taking the Excel spreadsheet that the user had, and you're literally going to take it just like you would a backup and restore it to the analysis services server. Once it's stored there, anyone in your organization can actually access it. Wow, what a feature. Now, the last topic I'd like to cover is consistent data. And consistent data means being able to go into your organization and so that everyone looks at the data the same way. Everyone calls blues blues and reds reds. When they talk about a customer, they talk about the same customer. When we're out in the field, we see data all types and all different qualities. Now Microsoft has actually stepped up the notch here and really stepped up to the plate. And they've given us tools to actually enable this to be easier. Some of those tools they've had in the past, such as Master Data Services. Now Master Data Services is great. They've enhanced it in the new features. It's now got a better interface, but that's not all. Microsoft has also introduced a new feature, Data Quality Services. And they've given the end user, again, the self-service BI, where they've given the end user the ability to manage their own data through data quality services. The IT doesn't have to actually hard code these formulas and business logic into their data anymore. They can hand it off to their end users and let them do it. IT, what a wonderful asset that is. Now you're out of the picture from an actual management perspective of the data. Let the end users do it, the people that actually know what the data means and what they can do with it. From a data quality services, once it's been defined, they can also take this information and IT can then utilize it even further by incorporating it into master data services or even into your ETL process in SSIS. What that means for IT is that you can get to the delivery of service faster. And from an end user perspective, if the business rule changes, you don't have to go back to IT and ask them to make a change, waiting weeks, months, days to have this change implemented. Now you can make the change, and the next time your data loads into your BI system, you have that data, you have the new changes. So if any of these features that I've mentioned today are of interest to you, I suggest that you take a closer look at what SQL Server 2012 has to offer. Give us a call. We're going to help you get more from your data.